And I'm gonna go ahead, cut a few more ties. I think I was shortchanged myself there a little bit. Okay, cut them to length. There we go. I think that'll work. That one was a little bit too thin for me. Okay, here's another piece. I'll go ahead and cut some of this. I'll show you just what I'm doing. Just cut a little bit. Just cut them like that. Eyeball them. Like I say, if you want to go ahead and invest in a bag of turnout ties, I think I may end up doing that for when I start building my main yard. But I think at the time I decided to cut my own. I was ready to get started, forgot I didn't have any, so I was probably just being a little impatient. But then I also discovered, out of my little bit of impatience and waiting to order these things, that, well, I could just use 16th inch basswood. That'll work. That's not too much of an effort to cut them. So let me go ahead, glue that in place. Okay. See, what's nice about gluing them directly onto the template is that you have your guidelines right there, right in place. Your ties will be, whoops, heater kicked on. Stuff drying a little bit faster than I thought I want. Okay, go ahead, spread it out a little bit, put some more on. Just like that. So now you can get an idea of what I'm doing here. Hopefully my hand wasn't in the way the whole time, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing. So go ahead and take my, oops, my little weight, press it down a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and lay this turnout back down, zoom out a little bit. You can see how this all works. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is work on the rest of this and come back to you when I have the remaining ties glued down, because what we're going to do next is stain the ties in place. Actually sand them down first, sand them down, and then stain them in place right on the template. So anyway, let me glue the rest of these down and I'll be back. Hello, back again. Gotten all the ties put in place with the caulk, so it's all dry now. Let that dry thoroughly. Now put the turnout on. Now you can see what I've been talking about here. It all comes together nicely just using the template and gluing the ties on it. They're nicely spaced correctly. So now what I'm going to do is, whoops, take a little bit of sandpaper, 220 grit. I mean, if you're using the regular ties that you can buy, turnout ties, and you probably won't have to go through this step. At least I don't think you would. I don't know. But I'm going to have to sand these down a little bit, even them up, because I'm going to then glue the turnout to this template here. So you'll see as you'll see what I'm doing as I progress. But take some sandpaper, not too rough, 220 grit. That's enough since the wood is soft. It'll come off pretty quickly, and just sand it down. Like I say, these ties aren't going to serve any functional purpose other than cosmetic, so I just want to make sure that the PC ties will be sticking to the paper and they're not going to be lifted up by the actual ties themselves, you know, so you get good contact with the paper when I actually glue it down. So that's all I'm doing. So I'll go ahead and sand that down like that. think we're getting there. So, alright. Okay, I think we're ready. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that works fine. So now, I'm going to go ahead and move some of that dust off there. And go ahead and stain the ties. And for that, I use a fairly dark stain. Oh, great, hold on a second. Oh, there we go. Make sure I got all my ducks in a row here. It's a stain called Jacobine. I don't know, depending on what kind of ties or how weathered you want to look, you may want to try different stains. You want to experiment, but I prefer excuse me, a darker stain.